All right, what's up, guys? I'm going to read some hate comments. Now, I've got 11 pictures to throw up for you. Some of them will be longer in my commentary than others, but here we go. Comment on what you think, the questions, the comments, just react to it naturally. We'll start with number one. Simple, your client should be losing 4 inches a week on the waist. I think that was in one of my videos. I think he was just playing around because that's ridiculous. 4 inches around the week. 4 inches around the waist in a week is doable, but not every week. So, I've had clients lose 2 inches in a week, which, that's what does it for me when I'm a trainer, is seeing that person smile. They lit up. 2 inches. We measured on Monday, measured the next Monday. 2 inches were gone. She hadn't dropped weight. That's not always how it goes. You lose the fat and then you build more muscle. You pretty much weigh the same weight. So that's how it starts out with. But she lost 2 inches in a week. That was impressive. That was fun. I think he's just playing around. I don't get why people listen to you or why I listen to you. You don't even look like you lift, and it's kind of hard to take you seriously. And it looks like you're from a black neighborhood because you're clearly trying to act black 100% of the time. And you can see what I put. I don't act black. I don't act at all is what I meant to say. What anyone will tell you is I kind of do what I feel like. So if I feel like doing a certain something, that's who I am. I don't put on a face. A lot of people put on a face that day, and that's these days. And that's something that gets me. That's probably one of the reasons why my channel is doing not as well as it could. If I faked a personality and act a certain way, I'd probably get a little farther in the short term. But I'd rather stay true to myself and have people who support me for who I am, because eventually you can only fake it for so long. I think he was just hating just to hate. So I went off on him a little bit, because that's what gets me, is when people are going to comment which accomplishes nothing and say mean things, which it really does affect me throughout my day. So I don't need that. I still appreciate your comments nonetheless. Good stuff, man. If you want to waste energy, it's not like you're really building any muscle with your form. I'll stop there. So I don't know if he was serious, but bad form does not keep you from building muscle. You'll build muscle with bad form. That's why there's so many guys, so many bros with big muscles, big chest mainly, because you can see the whole front side of them is overdeveloped. But nonetheless, bad form opens you up to injury. Now, there's some sort of precision where you can probably build more muscle this way, that way. But he said it's not like you're really building any muscle with your form. My form wasn't even that bad. It was on a bench press video. I had Brandon Campbell comment on it. It was just, I think I maxed out that day, 225 for 3. So, I can't tell if he's serious or not. And then at the end, he says, nice brand, though. Well, I got rid of that brand. But nonetheless, that hate comment goes a little too far, and it made me crack up when I saw it. You're not going to build any muscle with that. Come on. Whenever there's a movement happening, there's a muscle producing that movement or momentum, but most likely both. So for you to say that no muscle is being worked and no muscle is being overloaded to the point where it will have to build back stronger to adapt the next time is ridiculous. Next question, comment. This would look retarded doing it in the gym. Well, fortunately for me, I care about fixing my body and not what others think. I'm way too paranoid. And if I still thought the things that I try not to think and that I used to think in insecurity wise, I would never get the job done. This was on one of my glute thrust videos. That's why people pop hamstrings, is because the hamstring's trying to do the job of extending the hip, which is the glute's job. I don't care who disagrees with me on that. If you disagree with me, you need to start working on the glutes more. So this exercise where you glute thrust, I'll try to put a link in the description for each of these comments. When you do the glute thrust, it's way better at activating the glutes than almost any other exercise. It's the true function of the glutes. So, that's all I have to say. It would look retarded doing it in the gym, no doubt, because I'm pretty much the only one that I can see doing it. But everyone knows the value of it, and people who hardly know what they're doing in the gym, and they're the bros, I call them all bros. So they still know that there's value in it, because girls do it to get a bigger butt. Guys got to do it because when you ask an Olympic coach what he looks for in an athlete, they'll tell you the butt, basically the arch of the lower back and the butt, because the hips, the glutes, that's the most explosive muscle in the body, and that's where the core stems from. That's where all the explosion in the body comes from. I mean, he's not going to say the guy with the biggest arms, yeah, I'm going to recruit him to the team. No, that's not how it goes unless you're arm wrestling champion. Shit, dude, how tall are you? That bar looks tiny. It's a regular bar. It's a regular bar. I'm 6'9", 6'8" and 3/4. It's easier to say 6'9" with shoes. 6'9" easy. But the thing is, my camera's terrible. This camera's terrible. I hate you, camera. But I can't wait until I can get in the budget of under $2,000, so $1,500. I can find a pretty good camera for that. I think it'll capture more the depth, shadows, everything. It's just hard to explain. And then eventually I have people filming me, and then eventually I'll have workout partners. So you'll see me compared to others, and then way down the road when I have like meetups and stuff, you guys will be blown away. That's all I got to say. Are you in Planet Fitness? And then the comment went on top for some reason. I don't know why. Hell no. I hate Planet Fitness. I love the commercials up to the point where it says, and that's why I don't like it. Well, seriously, if you don't like a gym because you feel self-conscious, that's probably the problem you have with, first of all, you're just trying to fix the body and not the mentality. They both have to come at the same time. You have to fix the body and have a stronger mentality. So if you can't take a little bit of scrutiny, you thinking that everyone's looking at you, or this guy, I don't know, people are intimidating or something like that, it's really all in your head. People aren't really looking at you unless you're dressed funny or doing something stupid. People really don't care about what you look like or what you're doing unless you're eccentric. So those people on the end of the Planet Fitness commercials, I can't stand that. If I went to a Planet Fitness, it would just be to yell, set off those sirens that go off, I don't know, aggravate every single person that works there. So, I mean, I love the commercials. It's really good for marketing, but I hate the end of them. I turn them off immediately. Makes no sense when you consume protein as long as you consume your required amount before you go to bed, period. Well, first of all, I don't think there's a required amount. One day you work harder, you need more protein. One day you don't work hard, you don't hardly need that much protein. You can take it whenever you want, add it on. There is no good time, there is no anabolic window, or whatever he was trying to say, to increase protein. So he's lost at that point. The first guy hates Scott Herman Fitness too, but I still learn from him. But nonetheless, I disagree with what you said, and I think that's a complete different video. I want to hear what you guys think. Is there a good time for protein? I think it's post-workout, but that's a whole nother video altogether. Next comment question. I have no idea what your videos are trying to prove. You say you are training. How do I know? You always covered in clothes. My suggestion, show some poses in less camouflage. Maybe you will get more subscriptions. I think your videos are trying to punk people. Well, it was all good until the videos are trying to punk people. I'm not trying to punk people. I'm almost to the point where I've got a nice set of abs. So I'm working on that. And when I said is, I'm more the athletic side. I prefer that. So I'm going after a body of LeBron James, Dwight Howard, big shoulders, So it's not going to be striations in the chest. It's not going to be 5% body fat and under. I think I'll aim for under 10 for sure. Under 10, around 8% body fat. But I'm not going to be. You won't be finding me posing very often. No doubt I'll do it sometime, but that's not the kind of person I am. And eventually I have someone on the channel who does that. So to more diversify our channel direction. But for right now, you're going to see me. Hopefully I can get some tanks made. You'll see some tanks, some more definition in the upper body. You'll see more skin for sure. I agree with what you're saying. I will get more camouflage. I will get more subscriptions when I take off the camouflage. But thank you for the comment. Next one. How can you support how can you support nonsense though? People these days won't accept anything just because you say it worked for you. Science, or you're full of shit. And also, do you even lift? I hear that all the time. I think that's really old. People don't even say that anymore. Do you even lift? What was that? 2 years ago? 5 years ago? When that was like viral? People would say it on like gaming channels and stupid stuff like that. But I disagree completely. I think science changes every day, and I think that if something works for you, try it. I think the way I used to think about people maybe swinging a little too much in the gym, or doing bad form or eccentric exercises. I'm really calm nowadays because I know, hey, look, he's put in effort. He's trying new things. He's lifting heavier weight. He might be swinging a little, but good for him. He's putting in the effort. If it works for him, do it. His injuries, potential injuries of whatever form he may have. That's not my problem. It's not your problem. So I support people who get after it. I support people. So my mentality is changing every day. I used to be upset when people didn't have. There's just too many channels who are over cerebral. There's too many people just stating facts and information and out of breath every time they speak. If you can guess who I'm talking about. And then it's just not something I agree with. I'd rather your attitude be aggressive and your workout be intense. That's all I can say is science or you're full of shit. I disagree. Next one, sprinters are nowhere near the size of HGH injecting freaks in bodybuilding. No doubt, I agree. You can have a sprinter physique with 3 years proper weight training and less cardio, no sprinting required. Lame. Argument is lame. Okay, so I disagree. I agree with the first line. I disagree with sprinter physique in 3 years. You know how hard those people work, and they're genetically gifted most likely. I know sprinters who achieve things that I could only dream of achieving, and they're the same age as me, and it's like, wow, you got to respect that. That does not take 3 years. It takes a lifetime, and they're constantly going for the next like millisecond off of it. So it's ridiculous how much goes into it. You got to give a little bit more respect to sprinters than that. I mean, it's not all about bodybuilding, injecting yourself. This one is a little jumbled. I'll skip to the middle. So, bro, is it good to do cardio for being more smart, to have more health brain and health, but when it comes to muscle building, dude, you are living a dream. Being 6'9" and 260 pounds is not a thing. You should be over 300 pounds to be considered as big. I'm not trying to be considered as big because the big you're talking about, I am trying to be considered as big, but the big you're talking about is like bodybuilder. Again, I'm not a bodybuilder. And the last point, you're tall. That is all. You are tall. That is all speak when you are able to squat 600 period. Okay. Challenge accepted. Of course, I want to hit 600. I don't see why not. So that's what I got for you guys. Really quick to wrap up these comments. What are you accomplishing with the comment? Are you benefiting my life in a positive way? And I accept the notion that it's not all about me. Are you benefiting your life by commenting to me? So if you focus on the negative and you constantly spitting out negative, that guy does this, I'm better than that. How can he there's no science behind that. Look, just say, okay, I see what you're doing. Like the video, click subscribe. I'll keep watching you. You don't have to say anything. I appreciate comments and I encourage positive comments, but negative comments that really don't address anything and people that say you even lift. So stupid stuff like that, what does it accomplish? I know what's going to happen is YouTube, but I'm really trying to attract a more mature audience, people who really want to make those gains and follow me as I go through my own personal, trap. It's a journey for all of us. So the ultimate question is, what do you guys think about some of the comments? What was your favorite comment / hate comment? You might be in the video. It's no hate to you. Like I said, I don't like to put out negative anything. I'll be aggressive, but I don't like to I don't like to tear down anyone, because I think in all reality, it's just tearing down myself is a bad attitude. So that's all I got for you guys. That's a long one, but I hopefully you enjoyed it to the end. Subscribe if you're new. Peace. No more of those hate comments or I might have to make another video. Peace.